What's up, Glam Fam? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we are not in my normal filming space right now. We are in my aunt and uncle's kitchen with my beautiful cousin Samantha.
Hi.
And this little puggle right here is Mia.
A real life potato.
So these are part of my actual Glam Fam. And today we are going to do an at-home lash lift. Kids, maybe you shouldn't try this at home. I don't know. We're going to find out. There's not really any instructions. This is what the inside looks like. And on the back here, we have some super basic instructions and very poor English. So we're just going to jump right into it and see what happens. And hopefully her eyelashes don't fall off. But if they do, I can do extensions, so that's a plus. All right, I'm going to turn you a little bit, and I'm going to zoom you guys on in.
I'm sorry.
And I'm probably going to do one eye on camera, and then I'll probably just time-lapse the second eye. Otherwise, this video is going to be like 5 hours long. So first, what it says to do is cleanse the eyelashes of any oils or makeup residue. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip.
That's very true.
So I'm just gently going to take this cleansing liquid and cleanse any oils or makeup residue off of her eyelashes. And I don't know if you can see it too much in the camera, but she has the longest lashes I've ever seen in my life. She just complains that they're a little too straight. So that's why we're opting for the lash lift and not necessarily lash extensions. So now there's a whole little baggie of these little silicone perming rod situations in all different sizes. So I'm just gonna close your eyeballs. I'm going to line them up and see which one fits her eye the best. And like I said, she does have really long lashes, so I'm going to want to go with one of the larger perming rods that are included in this kit. So I'm probably going to go with this one, this size. Because like I said, she does have really long lashes. Now we are going to take the glue, and we are going to glue down this silicone lash lift rod as close to her lash line as we can get. And it says to let this dry for a few seconds, just like you would if you were applying falsies. You want that glue to get nice and tacky so that it's not sliding around all over the place. So now the back of the box says to apply this glue to the front of the perming rod and then kind of brush the lashes up into the glue before we apply the perming solution. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna apply a pretty generous amount of lash glue or whatever kind of glue this is. Directly to the perming rod. And I'm going to cover a good amount of this perming rod because like I said, Sam has really, really long lashes. And we want to make sure that they are indeed stuck. So I'm just going to take this end of a Q-tip because they didn't give us any additional tools in this kit. And I am just going to work her lashes up onto this perming rod. And they don't quite want to stay. All right, I lied. They did give us this interesting tool. If you can see, there's like a little comb edge on there. So we're going to try that and see if that works better than the Q-tip because that whole Q-tip situation was not working. So that is what it should look like once all of your lashes are stuck to the perm rod. And I'm just going to wait a second and make sure that glue is really dry before we put the perm solution on them. All right, so the next step is the perm solution. I'm just going to take a Q-tip and some of that perm solution. Wow, that actually smells like perm solution. And you basically just want to coat the eyelashes with this solution and then let it sit for about 10 minutes. It says 10 to 15, but I don't want to over process her lashes, so we are going to leave it for 10 and then move on to the next step. So we will see you in about 10 minutes. All right, Glam Fam, it's been about 12 minutes since we put on the perm solution, and now we are putting on this blue neutralizing agent for about another 10 minutes. It doesn't say anything about re-cleansing the lashes in between. It just says to apply, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so that is on. The neutralizing solution is on, and we will see you in another 10 minutes. All right, so now it's been about 10 minutes since this neutralizing solution has been on, so now it just says to clean it off, but it doesn't say to use a cleanser, so I'm just going to take a clean Q-tip and just kind of wipe off the lashes and the perm rod until I don't see any more of that blue neutralizing solution coming off. All right, so I think we are all cleaned up there. And now it just says use number 3 nourishing oil. So this is the number 3. So I think this is just to recondition the lashes after all that work and chemicals we've been putting on them. This is much more liquidy than any of the other solutions. So I'm just gonna condition her lashes a little bit. But it doesn't say that this has to stay on for any length of time. So step number 8 is to use the cleanser, which is right here, to clean off all the perm residue and remove the perm rod. So, you guessed it, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we are back. I have cleaned up her eyelids and her lashes, and this is what the final result looks like.
I'm nervous.
Open.
Oh.
They're definitely lifted more than they were. Like I said in the beginning of this video, Sam has the longest lashes in the entire world, but they are super straight, which is why we opted for a lash perm or a lash lift instead of lash extensions, because she does not need the length. Her eyelids are still a little bit sticky.
Yeah.
I got off as much glue as I possibly could with the cleansing oil that they gave us. But I also read that you're not supposed to get them wet for a few hours afterwards so that the product can really sink in to the lashes. But how do you feel about it?
They definitely, whoa, from the angle. Yeah, they definitely look like more lifted. They've always been so stubborn though.
Yeah, they were very stubborn. I am going to say, I don't know how someone would do this to themselves.
Very true.
I would definitely have a friend or someone help you. I don't think you need to have much knowledge of eyelash lifting. to be able to do this. I think as long as you know, watch a few videos like I did beforehand, because it doesn't come with very detailed instructions. But they're definitely more lifted than they were to begin with. And then I would say probably in like 2 weeks, we could probably do it again, and then they'll be even more lifted. But just if you opt to do this yourself at home, I would definitely recommend being patient and taking your time, and make sure that whoever's doing it for you is patient and taking their time, because it does take a little finessing in the beginning to get your eyelashes to stick to the perm rod. But if you like this video, if you want to see more things like this, be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see, all right? Peace out, Glam Fam.